angels, it's your girl, TouchedByTyBeautyCo. You asked and we have delivered. The Facials for Esthetician Bible ebook is now available. Whether you are a licensed professional or an aspiring student, this book is for you. Listen, y'all been asking me for some protocols, all things skin, and we've got you covered. Head on over to stan.store/TouchedByTy and get your training guide today. You won't regret it. Hey angels, and welcome back to Touched by Ty. This is home of all things Ty, TouchedByTyHairCo, TouchedByTyBeautyCo. And today we're going to be getting into a level 1 acne facial. This is this client's first treatment, all right? So this is one of my old classmates that I went to school with. You guys may have seen her on this channel before, I'm not sure, but she's definitely on my social media. As you can see, she is experiencing a hormonal breakout. So we're going to treat this skin, okay? She did later on receive a peel. I have that tutorial coming up soon as well, all right? So let's get into this treatment. This will be a talking video. I'm kind of going to talk you guys through this treatment, and I want to use this as an opportunity to answer some questions that I've been getting. So first things first, let's talk about steam, okay? It's okay to, if you don't use steam. Steam is optional. The way, it's how you use it. So steam is a tool. It's not something that you have to get a good treatment. However, it is a tool that I like to use in my treatment to help soften the skin and get the skin ready for good exfoliation as well as extractions, okay? Now, you do need to be a candidate for steam, all right? So understanding the contraindications, this is all the fundamentals, right? The 101. If you do not have the Facials Bible for Estheticians, please go down to the link in bio, click on my Stan store and get that book. It has everything that you need to know about facials, all right? So I started her off for her first cleanse. I went in, I used a cream-based cleanser for her. Went in using steam. We want to get that skin nice and soft because she needs some decongestion done to her skin, all right? So after that, I went in with her first form of exfoliation. So, which brings me to my next thing. So we talked about steam. Make sure that you know your contraindications for steaming your clients. Not everybody needs steam. Depending on your client's skin condition, you may not need to be using steam. So again, reference the Facials Bible for Estheticians if you need some further guidance on that, or leave your questions down in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Her first form of exfoliation, which is her second step in this treatment, is going to be a very gentle form of mechanical exfoliating the skin, all right? This is the hydro infusion, or what we like to call hydrodermabrasion, all right? So I'm using a water-based, okay, serum to go in and start the exfoliation process of her skin. This is a lactic-based serum that I'm using to go in to start that exfoliation process on her skin. Also to break down the dirt and debris on the skin because I want her second cleanse to really, really penetrate, all right? Now, stacking exfoliations. This is where you get into advanced treatments. In my treatment room, everything is customized, all right? And this is kind of how it should be because no two people's skin are the same. So I cater my treatments to the needs of my client. Her skin really needed a deep cleanse, so I already knew we were going to use multiple forms of exfoliation. Because I am familiar with her skin, I already knew that her skin was resilient enough to be able to take what I wanted to do in the treatment room. So understanding that client consultation, make sure you know what you're doing. Ask the questions, the who, what, when, where, why, okay? Find out what your client, their previous history is. All of these things are important to know if you're able to do certain things in your treatment. So I was already aware of her. I do advanced treatments in my treatment room. You're going to see multiple forms of exfoliation on most of my clients if the skin allows me to do so. So, recap, we opened her up, first cleanse with steam. We went in, we did some hydrodermabrasion using a lactic-based acid to further decongest that skin, start that decongestion process. Now I'm going in with her second cleanse, again using steam, and I'm using the glycolic cleanser by Skin Script. This is a very gentle form of exfoliation. Again, this is her second cleanse, all right? Her skin was very oily and very congested. So I wanted to get as much of that out and soften up the skin as much as possible without hurting her, okay? And all of these kind of led me to what I wanted her outcome to be. All right. Now we have transitioned into gloves because I have already used that first exfoliation. So once you go in and you exfoliate that skin in any way, you need to be using gloves. Okay. So I go in, transition over, and I'm getting the skin really, really cleansed. Again, using steam. I want that skin nice and soft and opened up. All right, now we're getting into, treatment. We're moving into treatment, all right? She needed a microderm, all right? So a lot of dead skin on the surface, skin very rough. We're going to break that right on down before we move any further with enzymes, any further with anything else. Y'all, understanding what you need to do in the treatment room is very important. We can go in and we can put all these high-priced serums and these beautiful masks on our clients, but if the skin is not decongested, if the pores are not clean, if the dead skin is not removed, then you're just putting good product on top of bullcrap. You want to get that stuff off of the skin, open up the skin, get the skin really, really clean, all right? So I went in using a 240, coarseness on her skin, and we're gonna get that thing right. We're gonna get all that dead skin up out of there, honey. Her skin was really due for an overhaul. So we gonna stack this second form of mechanical exfoliation, and this is kind of where we're breaking that skin down. All right. As you can see, I am avoiding her breakout area. I do not want to rupture that skin or break open that skin in any type of way while using this tool. So avoiding that trauma, all right? Moving right along, I am going into her next step, which is her enzyme, okay? So now that we've got that skin nice, open, and exfoliated, we're going to let this enzyme do exactly what enzymes do. So anything that I did not get off mechanically, this enzyme is going to go in and it's going to do its job. Because she is prone to sensitivity, I went in and we used the coconut papaya enzyme from Skin Script. It's good for all skin types, okay? And I manipulated that into her skin while allowing that to sit on her skin for about 7 minutes. Now we're getting into extractions. So because this is a hormonal breakout that she was experiencing and a little stress too, she had some pustules, and we went in, and whatever the skin was willing to give, I simply used 2 Q-tips to remove. Because of her Fitzpatrick, I did not want to go in and be too aggressive with tools because I don't want to cause trauma to the skin. Yes, she is a Fitzpatrick, about a Fitzpatrick 2. All right. But because of her ethnicity, she is likely to hyperpigmentate. She can bruise, and it can leave some nasty marks on her. And I didn't want to do that. So I tried to go started off kind of gentle. And if there was something that I needed to remove, then I went in on the back end with the tools. So having multiple forms of extracting is super duper important. Knowing who and how to use those techniques are also important, and they're vital in your outcome and whatever goals your client is trying to reach. Again, if you need reference, if you need help, go head down to the description box, click on my stand store, and you want to purchase the Facials Bible for Estheticians. Y'all, all of these protocols are in there. Everything that y'all see me post, for the most part, I have in there. I do not talk about multiple forms of exfoliation because that is advanced technique, and I think that you really need to understand the basics. I am working on something for advanced treatments, all right? So I went in, finished her extractions, and then we got to get under this blue light, honey. We got to get that skin really, really deeply penetrated. So I gave her some LED light therapy. Off camera, I did go in with another form of exfoliation using a retinol and salicylic acid treatment, okay? I did not record that. That's advanced. I can't give y'all everything, but she got herself a good treatment. After that, you see me here. I'm bringing that skin down. We went in with some cryotherapy. We used the serums. And then I followed up serum infusion with some cryotherapy just to calm that skin down, get rid of any redness, okay, to seal in those serums into the skin. All right. If you don't have cryotherapy, you should think about getting it. All right. Cryotherapy is basically cold therapy for the skin. And if you don't know what that is, you definitely need to be going over to the stand store and getting that ebook. All right. We finished her up with her closing steps. And yeah, I'm gonna let you guys get into the closeout of this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comment section, y'all. I chat back. All right. I chat back. It's all free game here. I'm here to help you guys as much as possible. So just stay tuned. We will be uploading weekly here. I do have some hair content coming for my hair girlies. We're all things beauty here. So just work with me. I'm actually looking for some models for some services so I can give my Cosmos some good hair content as well, okay? Make sure you're taking care of your clients' lashes. Lashes are very expensive, okay? They're very expensive, especially the individuals. Y'all know I do cluster lash sets. Inexpensive way with the luxury look. But if you got a girl, you know, she's getting her lashes done, just make sure you're taking care of her. Until the next video, I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody that's going through their aesthetic journey that may need some help. Share the channel. I will catch you guys in the next one. It's your girl Ty, and I'm out. Bye!